Hi viewers, once again I am meeting you all on another travel video from the beautiful city Copenhagen in Denmark. Nestled by the sea, this Danish capital is where fairy tales, bicycles, and cutting-edge design collide into one unforgettable travel experience. Nyhavn district is the city's most colorful, charismatic, and camera-ready neighborhood. This historic waterfront dates back to the 17th century and has transformed from a bustling trade port into the vibrant cultural and social hub we see today. The colorful row of 17th-century townhouses, each painted in cheerful colors and lined up along the canal like something out of a fairy tale. Many of these buildings now house charming cafés, bars, and restaurants with outdoor seating that's perfect for people watching and enjoying a drink by the water. After 10 a.m. this place gets crowded with tourists, so I suggest coming early to this spot to take that perfect selfie. The city is home to Hans Christian Andersen, the famous author of The Little Mermaid and other beloved fairy tales, which I am planning to visit on this trip. Copenhagen has very efficient public transportation system. The metro runs 24/7 and is driverless. The currency used is the Danish krone, that is $1 is roughly equal to 7 Danish krone. I spent 3 days in this beautiful city visiting all major tourist attractions and trying lots of pastries. Yes, this is a city of pastries where you could find mouth-watering sweet delights every corner of the streets of Copenhagen. Some of the best pastry shops you should visit here are Andersen and Nyhavn, Hart, Buka and Conditori La Glace. The last one is more of a desert place where it will appear in this video. evokes comparisons to St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, and not by accident. Its colossal greenish-copper dome, which dominates the skyline, is the largest in Scandinavia, and its neoclassical grandeur makes you pause in awe. The church sits at the end of the Frederiksgade axis, perfectly aligned with Amalienborg Palace and the Opera House, a symbol of Denmark's royal and architectural harmony. From Frederick's Church, I took a 10 minutes walk towards the most famous, the Little Mermaid statue. On my way to Little Mermaid statue, I passed by the gardens of St. Albans Church and Nyhavn Fountain. The star-shaped Castellet fortress, the Nyhavn fountain bursts into view with dramatic flair. The Little Mermaid is one of the iconic attractions of Copenhagen. It is a little bit of walk from Old Town area or from Nyhavn district where I stayed. The sculpture was commissioned by Danish brewer Carl Jacobsen of Carlsberg fame, who was so moved by a ballet performance of The Little Mermaid that he asked sculptor Edvard Eriksson to bring the character to life in bronze. Fun fact: the face was modeled after ballerina Ellen Price, but since she wouldn't pose nude, Eriksson used his wife Aline as the model for the body. This place get very crowded with tourists, so suggest planning an early morning stroll to visit this place. Rosenborg Castle, Tucked away in the tranquil King's Garden in central Copenhagen, Rosenborg Castle feels like a walk into a real-life fairy tale. With its copper-topped towers, red brick walls and royal treasures, this 400-year-old Renaissance castle offers visitors a unique glimpse into Denmark's regal past. Rosenborg was built in 1606 by King Christian IV, one of Denmark's most famous and flamboyant monarchs. There is an admission fee to enter the castle, however walking around the castle and gardens is totally free if you're not going inside. When I visited, I also had a chance to see the changing of the guard. La Glace is one of Copenhagen's most beloved institutions, a true paradise for pastry lovers and history buffs alike. La Glace was founded in 1870, making it the oldest patisserie in Denmark. La Glace is often included in culinary tours of Copenhagen and featured in guides like the Michelin Green Guide. It's as much a part of the city's cultural heritage as Tivoli Gardens or Nyhavn. The Round Tower or Rundetårn is located in the heart of Copenhagen's Old Town. This unique 17th-century tower offers a rare blend of astronomy, architecture, and panoramic city views. Built in 1642 by King Christian IV, the Round Tower is the oldest functioning observatory in Europe. An interesting fact is that it is combined a church, a library, and an observatory. What really sets the round tower apart is its unique spiral ramp, a 7.5-turn, cobblestone path that winds gently up to the top instead of using stairs. It's wide enough that horses and carriages used to ride all the way to the top. Nyhavn is one of the unique street food markets I visited. Opened in 2018, Nyhavn is a massive outdoor street food and creative market, made up of over 50 food stalls, bars, and design shops housed in recycled shipping containers. It's entirely sustainable and eco-focused, following a reduce and reuse philosophy that's very Copenhagen. You'll find dishes from every corner of the globe: Philippines, Indian, Afghan, Brazilian, Mexican, and Danish. There's something for every taste and dietary preference, from vegan and gluten-free to meat lovers' paradise. Take the harbor bus, which is a ferry for a scenic ride. The ferry number is 992. I want to end this travel video with one statement, that is, Copenhageners are some of the happiest people on earth, and it shows. The city is incredibly clean, safe, and bike-friendly. In fact, there are more bikes than cars. The locals embrace hygiene, a Danish concept that means coziness, comfort, and enjoying the little things in life.